Hey, this is BugPowderDust. Thank you once again for joining me. We've got another Armoured Warfare video for you today. And you know when you get one of those tanks where you just it just clicks with you. You understand how to use it, you have fun with it every time you take it out. You don't really have any bad games with it. Well, for me, it's the AMX10P Pack 90. Now, the one that you see in front of you is part of Armoured Warfare's Black Friday edition, which they have released. I think it's still available as of the time of recording. But they released a couple of different packs you could get, and unlike certain other games companies, they don't bundle it up with tons of stuff. So buying this vehicle was about, well, it was €4.59, which for me in good old English pounds was about £3.30, which frankly is the price of a cup of coffee. So it's a no-brainer. Now, I've been wanting to get the AMX10P via the dealer window anyway. As you can see here, it's a tier 4 vehicle, reasonably priced at 1,000 gold. Never really got round to it because I wasn't sure what it was like. So when this came up, I thought, well, why not? Because a premium vehicle, it's a tank destroyer at tier 4, it's probably going to earn decent money, and it looks cool. So what the hell, I went ahead and bought it. And I also, at the same time, I also bought the tier 3 Merc edition of the Jalo. Sorry, the LAV, not the Jalo, which, as you can see, again, similar colours. This one was slightly cheaper, still about the price of a cup of coffee, and you can see it here. Looks pretty cool, nice gun. So what you're going to see in this video is a couple of battles that I had in the AMX10P. Battles that actually went rather well, and I had a really good time in. But as I said, I don't really have any bad games in this, but I think the ones that you'll see were quite good fun as well. I hope you agree. So if you're watching this, check out the Armoured Warfare website if you fancy grabbing yourself one of these vehicles before they go. I don't know what Obsidian are like in terms of saying it's limited edition. If it's anything like Wargaming, it's limited edition until the next time they put it on sale. I don't know if they, Obsidian, are of the same mind, but certainly you can get it probably for another couple of days, I think until the 6th of December if I remember correctly. But if you head over to aw.my.com/US/Black-Friday. I'll put that in the link below the video. You can pick yourself up one of these vehicles or more, or get a pack. As I said, for the price of a cup of coffee, this thing earns a lot of silver. So if you're not playing on a premium account, I don't really want to play on a premium account, but need silver, get one of these. These can earn a really serious amount of cash for you. Here we go, enjoy the videos. Here we go, the map is Cold Strike, and I do enjoy this map, providing I'm not playing a main battle tank, because I don't think I've quite got main battle tanks yet. And main battle tanks tend to go into the city, and I don't quite know how to play in the city yet. Anyway, so here we go, and I'm finding out the hard way that this tank can't get up all sorts of surfaces. But I decided to stay at the back a little bit, because it's got good view range, but also tank destroyers from the front. In a vehicle that's very lightly armed, probably not so clever. But I know approximately where the battle is going to take place, where they sort of meet head to head. So I'm going to put myself at the back here and take advantage of my speed to catch up slowly. And here we have a first customer. One thing that I like about this game is that when a vehicle... There we go, nice hit, 324. When a vehicle has got a clear line of sight to you, it goes a darker red. I think that's really, really intuitive and very useful for seeing if you can actually hit a target or not. Really like that. So a couple of good shots. Sadly the second one missed. So, 2 solid hits so far, but I'm kind of edging a little bit forward, thinking of pushing my luck here a little bit, but so far so good. I'm at the back of the pack. However, that XM800 up there could potentially spot me, and that could cause problems, because if anybody's going to shoot at anything, they're going to shoot at a lightly armoured vehicle like me. Identify target. And also tank destroyers are super annoying, so why not? That's what I'd do. You might be able to hear in the background the sound is a little bit bugged, which something Obsidian is aware of that, and I think that's being fixed. That shot just then was never going to go in. They've got very strong turrets and a not very prominent commander hatch, which would have done reduced damage anyway. So I'm loading high explosive here in order to try and get shot, because that's all I've got to work with. And you can see, goes in, 118 damage, so that's not too bad. When I say goes in, I don't mean it penetrates, I mean it just does 118 damage. So again, that's a use of ammunition which has actually worked for me. If I'd just been firing heat or armor piercing, wouldn't have done anything. Anyway, at this point I noticed that the T62 veteran is in trouble in D3, serious trouble in fact. In fact, that flank is in trouble. So I back up, see what sort of help I can lend here. No one else seems to have noticed, unfortunately. The T62 vet takes out a vehicle and is taken out himself, sadly, which means this flank is now completely open. Now, if I want to stop the tanks in D4 from circling around clockwise and getting around to the back of the M60 and the other T62 vet, I'm going to try and hold them up here. By my reckoning, they should appear here. Now, they're all main battle tanks, which means that I should outview them at this point. So I'm going to just hide myself a little bit. There we go. Got first customer. It's Leopard 1. Sweet, a really nice hit, 463 damage. Leopard's not very well armoured, so heat shots go in there and do as much damage as I possibly can with the ammunition I've got. T62 is a bit of a different story. I don't think I'm aiming very well here. I need to be aiming for his lower plate a little bit. But the armour penetration marker is incredibly useful there, so that's what I do. So there's somebody in the cap zone, but I need to worry about these other tanks first. Again, getting some good hits, got sniper bonus hit there. And I back up just a little bit too far and I've been spotted and I've been hit by the XM800 up on G0. So I now think, actually, I'm in trouble here. It's just me and this XM800 and we're getting surrounded, so I push forward and see what I can do. Getting into this frozen riverbed is not ideal, but I don't really have a great deal of choice. I'm aware there's T62 behind me. So, keep moving. I don't think I've got a hope here. And I'm waiting for the shot that's going to kill me, but he decides to play a little bit safe and also fire at the XM800, which he misses. So again, aiming. Again, all I've got to work with is his turret, and he pounds me. So I'm thinking, okay, I've got to get under his guns. While I'm moving, I kill a T62 vet, and again, boom, hit this guy. Hopefully I'll get a reload first and take him down. I don't have a lot to play with here. I've got 136 health. I'm in a riverbed. T62 just got the top of his tank. And sadly, that's that. 3,700 damage. We actually go on to lose the game, unfortunately. It was a close game, which is nice. Don't get too many of those. But it was a lot of fun. And you can see just the amount of damage the AMX can put out in a very short space of time. It's got an incredibly powerful gun. And as you can see, I put out 3,700 damage in a very short space of time. And here we have the end of game plate, 142,000 money, very nice indeed. Performance-wise, didn't do much spotting, but did quite a bit of damage. As you can see, only spotted for 107 worth, but that's not really my primary job. In terms of teamwork, I came top, which is very nice. Only really me and the M60 did over 1,000 damage, so yeah, not too great from the rest of the team. But as you can see, the earning potential is pretty amazing. So this next game is on a map called the Narrows, and playing a tank destroyer here and starting in the north, there's actually quite a nice spot that I tend to go to, A3, A4 sort of area, which allows me to get some nice shots into the sort of centre part of the map and slightly below it, as you'll see coming up now. So it's an all tier 4 game, and I start moving into position. I haven't done this very many times, so there might be a better route to trying to get to where I'm going. I just don't know about it yet. I'm making quite a meal of it, I think. I think I could have gone actually up to the right there, then come back down. But never mind, you live and learn. And I think I'll find out a more optimal route slightly later on in the game. So this oil tank is a bit of a pain in the neck, being quite a large obstacle in the way, but it does act for me as well if I need to scuttle off into cover. So from this spot, I'm actually in a bush and I have a tree in front of me, so this is quite a nice spot, but I don't have the gun elevation as I find to my annoyance, so I miss a shot on that tank, the Sheridan, to start off with. That's okay, I make up for that later. So sat back here, I'm really out of the way and out of range of most people trying to spot. So this is actually quite a sweet position for a tank destroyer. You can overstay your welcome in this spot, and I don't tend to do that, and they also make for quite a boring video. But you can pick up some nice shots from here, especially as there's a BMD1 up the front there, doing quite a lot of spotting. So there we go. 440 damage, very nice. He doesn't seem to move, so I hit him again, this time with sniper bonus. So 865 damage in approximately 5 seconds. And again, you can see the accuracy of this gun and how quick it is to lock on and fire. There's almost no bloom of the reticle when you move the turret. So I've done 1300 damage in a very short space of time, which is really nice. More importantly, it's making the enemy keep their heads down. So there's a bit of a lull. Tugs appear, and I'll see if I can get a shot on them. Didn't aim that one very well, and I paid the price. So a short time later, I'm deciding... Oh, another good hit there on the LAV. I decide that that's probably not going to be much more use here for very much longer, if indeed already. And I see that the left-hand side of the minimap I think we've got kind of sorted out. The right-hand side is looking a bit weaker in terms of numbers. Also, our artillery's over there, and we can do without losing our artillery in a big rush. So I don't stay here for a great deal longer. I think the enemy have kind of got the idea that I need to keep their heads down over this far side. So I decide, you know what, I think it's time for me to go. And I kind of move off gingerly because I'm not sure if I can get through here, and it turns out that I can. So this is when I realise there's actually a much better route to get here than I took myself right at the start of the game. So I'm still kind of new to the game and therefore new to this map, so I'm not really sure the best places to go. So I kind of stop here thinking, well, this looks like a decent spot, but I can't get any shots over to those guys. But maybe I can get a shot on this T62, which has just disappeared. 64, sorry, not T62. So I'll pause here for a minute, get my bearings, seeing if I can be of any use at this point. It doesn't really look like it. So I edge forward, maybe I can get this guy through the gap here. But no, doesn't seem to be the case. So I ponder for a while and think, well, you know, 1800 damage so far, not been that useful, really, to the team. It looks like we're probably going to win, all things being equal. But I'm not going to sit here because this is just pointless. I'm not contributing anything, therefore I'm not earning any XP or money by doing this. So I'm going to go straight out the middle. I'll follow the T64 there in E5 and see what I can do, see what I can pick up, and give the guy a hand, basically. So push over. You can see the speed of this vehicle once it gets going. You know, there's nothing not to like about this vehicle. But all it needs is 400mm of armour all round, and then it'll be absolutely OP. But there we go. So I get spotted, and I don't know who by. I guess it's these guys. So I kind of stop and fire. You can see how quickly it aims in, and again, good shot on him. 500 damage, fantastic. And I take a hit from BMD there, but I get a shot on him, and I pull away. So as the spotting wears off, I back up. I don't think it was me that actually spotted them. I want to give this T64 a hand here, so aim at the lower plate of the T64 there, because I had heat loaded and I wasn't sure it would go in otherwise. So I take a big hit from the BMD again, and it really kind of mashes me up. I'm down to 279. So I've got artillery coming in, so I keep moving. It sails over my head. So I'm deciding I'm going to push up and see if I can track down the swing fire up here, because swing fire is one of those vehicles that it only has anti-tank guided missiles. So I'm figuring out it versus me, I should win if I keep moving, because he can't move and fire, so he's got to be stationary. So using auto aim as you get around here. Good hit, keep moving. Make a little bit of a mistake in driving there, so I decide to maybe just back up. Maybe he's not going to expect that. He's not got a lot of health left, but I need to keep moving for artillery as well. Bang, take him out. He just misses me with a guided missile. As I push up around the corner, I get taken out by artillery on the move. So artillery still a little bit annoying, but still not as annoying as in World of Tanks. This artillery player is actually pretty good, and he actually got another kill as all our tanks were closing in on him. So again, 3,700 damage, and a game that I was actually pretty happy with. So if you have a look at the after screen, 260,000 silver, 9,400 XP. That's a lot. That is a lot, isn't it? Very nice indeed. Performance-wise, I did get some spotting damage on a Sheridan. Came second overall, and I got ×3 for the first win of the day. That's why I got quite a lot there. But still, I mean, for a premium tank, this is very nice indeed. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. And as I said, if you want to maybe get one of these vehicles, then you can go to the website within the next day or so, probably 2 days I think, and you can pick yourself up one of these vehicles. Very much worth the money. As I said, it literally is the price of a cup of coffee, and it will be yours to keep. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please leave a like or leave a comment, and I will catch you on the next video. Cheers, bye.